So on these doors, I've got a little bit to finish off. There's a bit of plastic damp-proof membrane that was put on the metal lintel, and that just flaps in the breeze, and there's a little bit of cement on top of that where we laid the bricks on there. So any water, if we have driving rain's going to hit this, it's going to run in here and it's going to sit on the top of the door and go in there and crack. So got a bit of oak that I had anyway, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that up here. I'm going to screw this onto there. It'll hold that little strip of plastic, and any rainwater will come down here and will actually not be able to go back up, so it'll drip off there, so protecting the doors from any driving rain. Obviously, let's see how we get on. So next is to give it some wood treatment. Drill some holes. Fits there perfectly now. So we need to drill some holes, give it some wood treatment. We're going to smear the back with some waterproof glue, and then we'll screw it in. Okay. The holes. So this is 1.62 m in length, so we're just going to drill some holes. So that's 81. Will get me to 162, so 81 is the middle. Put this on slow. Okay, so that's the middle, and then 81, half of 81, 40 and a half, but I don't really want to go 40. I'd quite like to go nearer the end really, so I'm going to go 10 from the end, I think. Oops, that was bad. I have to fill that. Because I turned it over, I ended up on the wrong end, the wrong part. At least I recognised it fairly early. It's not too deep. Okay, wood bit's done. Right, I'm just going to make a little dimple countersink for the head of whatever screw we use. It'll be filled, of course, with some filler before paint. I'll also put it tidy the back end up a bit as well, so that it sits nice and flush. Sikagard Universal 5-star wood treatment. Got a little pot, got a little brush. Giving it a shake. All the other hardwoods had this before undercoat. All the doors had it. Put it in those holes. Doesn't hurt if the bench gets some. Or the floor, really. And the end grain is really important. Voila! Pour it back in there. Leave that to dry. Okay guys, so here I am several months later. It's taken me ages to get to editing those videos for the little fiddly bits around the doors. I didn't manage to film fitting the strip above the doors at the time, but I just want to show you the results so that we can finish the video. So here we have the doors, and a little bit of oak that we were working on I stained in the last bit of the video. There it is, attached as a drip strip. So you can see that it finishes the doors off nicely. They've all been painted. They've had several weeks and months of weather, and they're doing a really good job. Garage project is getting to the end. There's still a few things to do. I'm pleased with it. We have done some more work which I haven't got any footage of, but you can see that we've put new coping stones on the wall, so that was a nice job to do, but I didn't actually get any footage of that. And you'll also, this piece of stone here is a new piece of stone that I got from a reclamation yard, and this is one of the older pieces of stone. So we've actually taken these 3 pieces of stone off the wall, and well, those 2 pieces of stone off the wall, and then bought a new piece of stone which I've cut and then re-added them, because the piece of paving slab that was actually on here wasn't real stone, it was paving slab, and it didn't come over, it didn't overhang, so I was worried that water was going to get behind this render and do damage, so I wanted to get something with a bit of an overhang. So that bit of work's been done, those coping stones have been done, and the garage is operating really well. We're still waiting to get this paved. I was going to do the job myself, but I'm a little bit worried about my ability to do a good job with the porcelain tiles, so we've actually engaged a professional to do that, but they're so busy. It's the thing to have, porcelain tiles, so anyone who's laying them at the moment is actually inundated with work, so we're just waiting, and it's probably be October before we get somebody to lay these. So that's the garage update for you. Thank you for listening.